Okay, we should be live now. Let me just make sure you guys can hear me. Am I getting feedback? Yes, getting feedback. Good. So that means we are good. So you should all be able to see me and hear me now. All right, so give me a quick second, guys, before I get this video started. Just going to copy the link and post this link over out on Twitter. So let's see, Kingdom chapter. We are on a brand new milestone for Kingdom. We're on 550, halfway through the 500s, making our way down to 600. So quite crazy that we have now 550 chapters of Kingdom. Kingdom chapter 550 live reaction starts now. Come join. And bam, let's tweet that out. All right, so if any of you follow me on Twitter and you guys want to help out your boy, possibly get more people in the stream, so that way we can give an overall discussion at the end of the chapter. Just, make the discussion a little bit longer than usual and just get new Kingdom fans in here, then go ahead and retweet that tweet over on Twitter. I just tweeted it out, so for any of the followers that follow me over on Twitter, go ahead and retweet that tweet. And if you don't follow me on Twitter, what are you doing? You're missing out. So click the link down in the description down below, which will have a Twitter, my Twitter link for you. So go ahead and hit your boy up with a follow. So yeah. Who we have with us today? We have 4 people watching, but I only see 1 person in the chat right now, and that is Anthony. What is going on, bro? How you doing? Hopefully you were having a wonderful one. All right, so I think we're just gonna get this started right now. So yeah, I know that this chapter of Kingdom came out yesterday, but I didn't have really enough time to get the video started, so that's why we're doing it today. But hopefully that is not too big of a deal. I'm only 1 day behind, so it is what it is. So yeah, I'm going to get this started on chapter 550 right now. The title of today's chapter is News of the Time Limit. Okay, so apparently there's going to be a time limit for something. Time limit into which they can, I guess this is going to be like a suicide mission or something like that. Possibly. Like they only have a certain number of time before reinforcements come in or something like that. I don't know. I'm just speculating. So we'll see what happens. But last chapter that we left off was the confrontation between Gyo-un and Karyo-ten. Or excuse me, not Karyo-ten, Kyokai. The confrontation between Kyokai and Gyo-un. Now, like I said in my previous live reaction after the end of that chapter, it would be in their best interest if they were to end the day completely. Even Gyo-un's forces are telling him that, hey, they need to head back. And the way Shin is right now, also the way Kyokai is right now, it would be in their best interest in order to get some rest. Like right now, nobody is in top condition to go ahead and carry on with the day of battle, because of the fact that, well, most of the soldiers on both sides are exhausted. And also when it comes down to the day ending, nobody wants to fight during the night because you're not going to be able to see. You would actually, get more losses than you would receive more losses in the wars, So yeah, that is what we stopped at the last chapter. So let's go ahead and react to the continuation of chapter 550. So let's see. Hey, we got someone else in here. Let's get it, Professor Anime. Hell yeah, man. Let's go. Good morning, everyone. Need more peeps in here. Nice, good chapter this one was. I'm excited. I'm going to get this started right now. Sorry if my voice is cutting out. I'm actually just waking up, so give me give me some slack. But what's going on, guys? Hopefully you are having a wonderful day as always. We do need more peeps in here. We do need more peeps in here to acknowledge that kingdom greatness. But like I said, if you guys follow me on Twitter, go ahead and retweet my tweet. Possibly get more people on here who follow you on Twitter yourself. All right, so anyway, we are going to start this on page 3. We are reading this on SenseScans. Chapter 550, News of the Time Limit. As the currents fall on this ruthless day, within these campgrounds, beneath a twinkling night sky, cries of men echo within the cold silence. Yeah, the cries of the men in agony, where weary voices cry out the names of the fallen. All right, so yeah, it looks like the day did in fact end. So that's good, and both sides, I guess, went back to their campground. So that's a good sign. That's a good sign. But yo, Soka dono, Soka dono, Soka, I'll have so many stories to share with Kakubi-sama, Soka dono. Lieutenant, all of you, I'll be going ahead. Soka dono. So everybody's looking at Soka. Sir, Kocha sama over there doesn't have long. I see. Wait, sir, your wounds need tending first. Something like that can wait. Lieutenant. Jeez, look at all these people that are injured. Holy crap. Heitan, Shin-e. I can't make out what that says. No, Denkai, where are you? People crying, don't do this, Cole. Wake up. Has anyone seen Squad Leader Toll? Hakuta. Open your eyes, Hakuta. Rin, weren't you the one that convinced us to come? You goddamn it. Jesus, man. Sorry, but have you seen a guy called Heirai? He's from Nao Village. No, can't help you there. Have you seen anyone called Doken? No. Dang, so many lives have been lost. Look at, and these are, the majority of these people are from, Shin's new posse, so to speak. They're new recruits, the majority of these people. They got messed up. You got someone running in the background. Who was that? Kanto! Kakuni! Oh, thank God you're okay. Oh, man. And this is kind of sad. The third day of the battle at Shukai Plains could probably be better described as the day of the battle between Chin's right and Zhao's left wings. I can agree to that. The Chin Center, the Zhao Center. Zhao left wing had Banaji, Gyoon, Chugaru, and Gakue. Ohan, Shin, and Akka were there on the Chin's right side, but it'll be the Zhao's left wing, right? On the Chin's left wing and the Zhao's right wing, we had Kisui, Bate, and Moten. Oh man, I want to see what's going on with that fight, or what happened during that. If Moten was leading that, man, I want to see what's going on with that. And the ones who saw especially brutal fighting there were the two newly committed Hishin unit and Gyoun army who directly faced off with each other right after their debuts. Yeah. Karyoten Seihan-sama was killed in the fighting. Same for Soman Commander Kai. What of his unit? Any survivors? Not a single one. Only half the Sansai unit made it back as well. Yo, incredible losses, guys. Incredible losses. That is actually pretty crazy. Oh, man. Page 6. Intending to greatly tip the right battlefield in Zhao's favor on the third day, Zhao Supreme Commander Riboku dispatched the 10,000-strong Gyoun army to serve as hefty reinforcements. Okay, so intending to greatly tip the right battlefield in Zhao's favor on the third day, Zhao Supreme Commander Riboku dispatched 10,000-strong Gyoun army to serve as hefty reinforcements. Matched up against them was the Hishin unit. Although initially struggling to put up a good fight, they were able to somehow reverse the tide to an extent, ultimately allowing them to end the day on relatively even footing with the Gyoun army. Yo, Riboku, you're underestimating these guys, man. You're underestimating these guys. Zhao is completely underestimating the Chin. He's underestimating Chin. It would not be an exaggeration to say that the Hishin unit's efforts were what foiled Riboku's gambit on this day. Oi, Bihei, you spent the whole day playing dead, didn't you? Well, hell no, you moron. It was just once, okay? Just once. Come on, Cole. Tell him. What's the matter? You seem pretty out of it. Sorry, Bihei-san. Can I go to sleep first? Feels so cold. Man, this guy's sweating too. Whoa, he's got a crazy fever. Man, you got sickness kicking in too. Oh man, that's not good. Yo, and what about, and also not to mention that these soldiers don't even have enough rations. Remember all the rations? Well, the majority of the rations were burnt up. Oh man, you dumbass, say something sooner. So even though that Riboku is facing a loss right here at the moment, like eventually Chin is gonna get burnt out, and that's the biggest problem here. That's the biggest problem. But as to be expected, these results came at no small cost. Karyo, or I keep on saying Karyo 10. Kyokai. Yo, she's in a single tent, huffing and puffing. Yo, she gave it her all, man. Is that you, Shin? Yeah. What are you doing? Yo, is he crawling? Well, I somehow managed to crawl here, but I think this is my limit. Can you give me a hand? Nope, I can't move my body either right now. Dude, these guys are in no fighting condition. Oh, man. That just makes you wonder what's going to happen the next day. Nope, I can't move my body either. Sheesh. Make me do all the work, why don't you? It's not like I asked you to come. Yo, Shin wanted to see how you doing. He wanted to sleep next to you. He wanted to sleep next to you. Yo. Hey, we got Gyo in here. What's going on? This is the first time I can recall seeing death scene like this in Kingdom. Ooh, a death scene. Ooh, what's that? So Kyokai wanted to say sorry about today. I knew that place was gonna be the blaze, but I left it all to you to handle. The way he's moving is kind of gross. Even Gara was real surprised. He said you were one hell of a commander to set up a reverse kill zone in the middle of all that. Yo, like I said, people underestimate the Hishin unit, man. Or Chin in general. Chin is filled with monsters, man. And then you went on to fight on foot with the infantry, cutting down people until you could barely stand. Thanks to that, it's not only the men in your unit, but even my foot sloggers have fallen head over heels for you. Can you believe it? Yo, what? Thanks to that, it's not only the men in your unit, but even my foot sloggers have fallen head over heels for you. Can you believe it? But because of that, now you're in this shape. Sorry for always making you cover for my ass. Kyokai. You crawled all the way here just to say something as pointless as that. Yep. We're both stuck here, resting away. So better to do that while having a chat with you, don't you think? If I talked to Ten or Bihei, they probably wouldn't shut up. Looks like Gyo-un got you better than I heard. Yeah, that Gyo-un guy ain't a joke. Beat the living crap out of me. Next time I'm gonna win, though. Piece of cake. Shin, your hand, huh? Give me your hand. Hey, yo, OTP right here. Yo, let's go. Kyokai wanted Shin's babies, man. Hey, yo, this is a step. This is a step. I mean, Shin already landed the first kiss with Karyo 10. But hey, man, hey, this is a step right here. This is a step right here for for Kyokai and Shin. They holding hands now. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yo. That is nice though. Yo, Shin is like the Shiyu clan has a large variety of techniques passed down through it. What? That said, this is more of a good luck charm than an actual technique though. But by combining hands like this, it's possible to just slightly share one's life force with someone else. Yo. Huh? Yo, Shin, she is asking for you right now. My boy. Are you stupid? Yo, come on, Shin. Yo. You think I need that? You're the one that's all beat up who can't even move. What are you? Kyokai? Relax, Shin. That was a technique for absorbing someone else's strength. Ha! I don't know if it was that, Kyokai. I mean, maybe your traditions and culture, you know, kind of rely on that fact, but I don't think that's I don't know. I think just with a little intent, you were just trying to get a little closer to Shin. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I know it's only been 3 days since we began fighting here at the Shukai Plains, but Ryokusui is growing more and more anxious by the day. I'm sure that this is a battle that we have no chance of winning unless we're willing to exhaust all of our strength to the point that we're standing at death's door. Damn. Yeah, I thought the same thing. Dang, man. Oh, we're back at ZHAO HQ. It truly is a chain of improbable events occurring one after another. The first day saw 5,000-man Commander Moten somehow leading the Qin left wing to recover from a fatal defeat, allowing them to cling on. While on the second day, Ohan of the Gyokuho unit was not only able to evade Shogaru's aim, but even launched an attack that crippled the Baneji army. Yes. And then, on the third day, and today, we had the Hishin unit who was able to blunt and weather my army's assault. See, like I said, man, like I said, ZHAO is completely underestimating Qin. They're just underestimating Qin. It's nothing more than a couple of 5,000-man commanders who weren't even worthy of attention getting a bit carried away. Okay, hold up. It's nothing more than a couple of 5,000-man commanders who weren't even worthy of attention getting a bit carried away. Dude, you're saying that all their efforts were them just getting carried away and then them just, nah, man, nah, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. There was some luck between them, you know, fighting out, but each and every individual, Shin included, use strategy to their advantage, and that is how they got past it. You know, they took the risk. They took the risk. Sure, luck played a huge part in it, but still, they used strategy. It's not something that they just recklessly won about just to get carried away and said, "Oh, we gotta do this." You know, I'm like, no, nah. They actually thought about this. They're quick thinkers, man. Yoan says, "Do not underestimate them." Even Qin's 6 generals. You see, even Yoan says do not underestimate them. Even Qin's 6 generals were once leaders of only 5,000, 3,000, and 100 men. Dang, yo. Even Qin's 6 generals were once leaders of only 5,000 or 3,000 and even 100 men. All right. That's a pretty big reveal right there. All right. Exactly what are you trying to say? Surely you don't mean. Did you send something from Shin of the Hishin unit, Yoon? Shin of the Hishin unit and his lieutenant Kyokai. While slightly rough around the edges, those two did remind me of Qin's 6 great generals. Yo, mad respect. Yoon has mad respect for Kyokai and Shin, reminding him of Qin's previous 6 great generals. Yo, that is what I'm talking about. Both of them? Then all we need to do is stamp them out here and now. Exactly so. If they truly possess the same qualities of Qin's 6 great generals, the worst possible development for ZHAO would be a future where Shin, Kyokai, Ohan, and Moten were allowed to mature. That is very true, because the longer they stay alive, the longer they fight in battle, the stronger they're going to get in order to exceed the expectations that these guys already have, or others have of them already, as becoming one of Qin's 6 great generals. Because, which we know, They are. They eventually there will come a time in which they will. On the other hand, the worst possible development for Qin would be, okay, so they're saying that the worst possible development for Zhao would be a future where Shin, Kyokai, Ohan, and Moten were allowed to mature. Okay. And on the other hand, another worst possible development for Qin would be, let's see, a future where not only those 4 youngsters, but also Osen, Kanki, and Yodanwa were all lost in one fell swoop at this battle near Zhao's heartland. Wow. So you're saying that a future where not only those 4 youngsters, but also Osen, Kanki, and Yodanwa were all lost, all killed off in one fell swoop at this battle near Zhao's heartland. So the enemy is even saying that they necessarily can't live without their enemies. You know, that is actually ultimately pretty crazy. Yo, that is actually pretty surprising. I like Gintama. I like Gintama too. Gintama is amazing. More people need to watch Gintama and give it a chance. Yo. Everybody, everybody's looking at, man. Were that to occur, saying that Qin's military might would be cut in half would not even begin to describe it. In other words, the battle that stretches before us is a crossroad that could take history down to completely different paths. That is very true. That is very true. I feel as if I am finally beginning to grasp my Lord Rin Shoujo's intentions. Do you not agree, Chogaru? The 2 of us are like 2 killing arrows let loose from a different age, also that we could stop Qin's rampage on this day. That pisses me off. You speak as if this battle revolves completely around the 2 of you alone. Forgive me if that's the impression I gave off, Gakue. Though it may not seem like it, I am actually in high spirits right now. Regardless, even Chogaru and I are nothing more than one of the myriad number of blades. The man who shall be the one to lead this battle to victory shall, of course, be Riboku, the strongest member of the 3 great heavens in all of history. Ah, man. We back to Riboku. Zhao Center Army, main HQ. Okay, so we're still in the Zhao perspective of things. Riboku, Sama, it's here. The message from Gyo-un has arrived. Did you say Gyo? It must be the time limit. This is what the title was talking about. There's a certain time limit. So there's a message. The time limit. That's right. The answer to how many more days Gyo's food stores can hold on for. Okay. Okay, so that's right. The answer to how many more days, Gyo's food stores can hold on for after taking in tens of thousands of refugees. We told them to quickly calculate a number and let us know as soon as possible. And now that answer is finally here. So if we do not defeat the Yosen army and liberate Gyo-un by that time, then the city will fall. Yes, but looking at it another way, if Gyo-un's food stores are able to outlast that of the Osen's army, then we can achieve victory without needing to do a single thing. Very true. Our lookouts made a rough estimate of the Osen army's food supplies when they left Ritsubi behind. They should have enough for 15 days, right? Okay, so our lookouts made a rough estimate of the Osen's army food supplies when they left Ritsubi behind. They should have enough for 15 days, right? No, they've got 10 more days worth. So you're saying they have at least 25? Because you're saying they've got 10 more days worth than that. So, okay. Our lookouts made a rough estimate of the Osen army's food supplies when they left Ritsubi behind. They should have enough for 15 days, right? Okay, so you're saying that in total, necessarily, Osen has enough food supplies for 25 days. Okay. Because they first said 15, and then they said they've got 10 more days worth. So that's right. In 10 more days, the Qin army will run out of food. Or are they saying, or, okay, no, wait, they're not, okay. They've got 10 more days. Oh, okay. I thought they were adding. Okay, excuse me. I read that wrong. I thought they were adding it on. Excuse me. Okay, so they're saying in general, there's only 10 more days. There's only 10 more days in general, in which Qin's only going to be able to last. Okay, so in 10 more days, the Qin army will run out of food. So actually, that's really not a lot of time when you think about it. I mean, honestly, they're going to need to end the battle quick. So the question is, how many more days can Gyo hold out for? Riboku-sama, Riboku-sama, Riboku-sama. What's your plan? 20 days. Yes. Hoorah. All right. All right. So they can handle double that. They can handle double that. So Zhao here, while they have experienced some losses, it's only a matter of time before Qin ultimately begins to collapse. That's not a good sign. That is not a good sign. But, yo, that was a pretty good chapter. That was a pretty good chapter. I'm glad we got that chapter. Like I said before, I wanted to see, you know, the day finally conclude with, you know, our characters, you know, just exchanging dialogue with each other and ultimately, you know, preparing for new strategies on how exactly they're going to, you know, prepare for the next day of sorts. Now, when it came down to preparing, you know, the strategy side and whatnot, we mainly saw that from the Zhao side. And it's kind of cool to see how Gyo-un acknowledges this, you know, of Shin, Kyokai, Moten, and Ohan. I love that. It's amazing. But now that I think about it, because when it comes down to this dialogue here, this just puts out another death flag for one of these individuals. It puts out another death flag. Especially if we go back, let's be honest here. If we go back to what Kyokai says on page 11, Kyokai states that we have no choice of winning unless we're willing to exhaust all of our strength to the point that we're standing at death's door. And Shin says, yeah, I thought the same. And then that's when we shift on over to the perspective of Zhao, seeing Gyo-un talk about, you know, what he saw out of Shin, Kyokai, and also mentioning Ohan and Moten. Like, he's stating that essentially one of them needs to fall eventually. Like, if we go back to page 14, Shin of the Hishin unit and his Lieutenant Kyokai, while slightly rough around the edges, those who did remind me of Qin's 6th grade generals. Those two did. Both of them. Then all we need to do is stamp them out and here and now is what the others say. I think that's Chogaro. I could be wrong about that. But Gyo-un states exactly so. So, and the longer that and then they go on to say the longer these two remain alive, the more battles they face, they're going to get stronger from here on out to the point to where they are going to, you know, essentially cast a threat on Zhao. But Zhao also states that a future where not only those 4 youngsters, okay, talking about Ohan, Kyokai, Shin, and Moten, but also Osen, Kanki, and Yotanwa were all lost in one fell swoop at this battle near Zhao's heartland. Okay, basically saying that necessarily it would not be good for Zhao either way if they were to lose their enemy. Like, if they were to eradicate pretty much everyone of Qin. So, and that doesn't really seem to be their true objective. And that's not necessarily saying that their true objective is not to, you know, eradicate everyone of Qin. Their overall objective is to win the battle. But more so in Riboku's way, how they want Riboku to handle this. So right now, they're just trying to snuff the life out of Qin from the looks of it. And that's how Riboku, at least, is strategizing this whole situation. So regarding that, somebody just gave me a dislike. Yo, hit your boy up with a like, because I don't know why I got a dislike. Like, nobody says why I got a dislike. So I mean, anyway, but yeah, if you enjoyed the video, definitely hit your boy up with a like. That always helps out the channel. But anyway, yeah. This kind of foreshadows upcoming death. Now, let's just say if Hara Sensei does have a death planned, out of the 4 youngsters, who is it gonna be? Okay, we have Moten, Shin, Ohan, and Kyokai. Judging from the previous chapters that we got in this war, Ohan had a death flag and Moten had a death flag. You can also say in this chapter solely what this can possibly lead up to, Kyokai also has a death flag. Does Shin have a death flag? Not necessarily, because he's the main character, so we can scratch him out, right? So that leaves us with 3 individuals. Personally, I can't really see Hara Sensei getting rid of Ohan, so we can scratch Ohan out, from me personally. That just leaves Moten and Kyokai. Would Hara Sensei get rid of Kyokai? Honestly, I don't know how I would really think about that, because, like, I mean, I love these characters. You know, I love Moten, I love Ohan, I love Shin, I love Kyokai. But in terms of, I guess, like, what would impact Shin the most out of the He-Shin units, if in fact there were to be a death, it would have to be Kyokai, because that is part of his own unit. And that would be a tremendous loss for the He-Shin unit. With Moten, on the other hand, we've seen numerous death flags in this arc in general regarding him, and he is lucky to even be alive. But at the same time, I can still see a death flag coming at him. So regarding these 2 individuals, when it comes down to Moten and Kyokai, I can actually see a death being implemented in this arc. I mean, either way, there has to be a major death that we're going to see later down in this arc. It's just inevitable at this point, you know. And who knows, it might not even be regarding these, 4 individuals, or, well, we could say 3, because let's face it, Shin's not going to die because he's the MC, right? But the death flag, like, we don't really know what to expect. I mean, this not only just focuses on what Gyo-un says. This not only just focuses on, Kyokai, Ohan, Moten, and Shin, because it is also stated that, from Gyo-un, he says that, but also Osen, Kanki, and Yotanwa were all lost in one fell swoop at this battle near ZHAO'S heartland. So we now have Osen, Kanki, and Yotanwa being brought up. I can't really see Osen dying in this, because if somehow Osen were to die in this arc, everything would cripple. Everything would cripple. It would just be a massive wave of Chin just crippling down, because now they lost their supreme commander, their strategist, on how exactly, they go about doing things, But who knows? Riboku could possibly have something like that planned to launch an assassination against against Osen, which would actually be kind of cool, kind of surprising, But I doubt that Osen would die. Kanki and Yotanwa, we haven't actually, now that I think about it, I don't really think we've seen enough of Yotanwa in this arc. We saw like a few chapters, showing her screen time, but regarding Kanki, we haven't really seen a whole lot of focus with. So, regarding Kanki, I'm actually kind of interested to see his perspective on, this war that they're in, because I don't really think we've seen a lot of Kanki in this war, now that I think about it. Compared to everyone else who was listed here, Kanki has had the less screen time in this arc. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I mean, for all we know right now, because of the fact that the day is finally ending, we could shift on over to a new perspective, and it could focus on Kanki this time around. So that would be pretty interesting. We'll see what Hara Sensei has planned next. But yeah, I mean, at this point, Riboku is just trying to snuff the life out of Chin at the moment by, continuously laying down attacks at them, while also keeping in mind how little their food supplies is, you know. So and they have double the amount of time on how long their food supplies will last. So it's only a matter of time before, like I said, Chin eventually cripples down. So we'll see where that leads to. We'll see where that leads to. Death Flag would be Conky. There could be a possibility. I feel like Conky would die in this arc. Again, there could be a possibility. Could Conky have tampered with the MSG of the rations, the messenger of the rations? I have no idea. We haven't really seen much screen time with Conky to begin with. There's been very little screen time, probably not even any, if I recall anything. Like, we need to see Conky. That's the thing. Hara Sensei needs to show us Conky's perspective in this, because we've seen Yotanwa's, we've seen Osen lead, you know, battlefield and what have you, and then we've also seen the 4, you know, perspectives of you know, the upcoming 6 great generals, you know. So I mean, if it's anyone who needs focus in this arc, it's Conky right now. And trust me, I would love to see some more Conky. So for sure, someone important will die in this arc. Definitely. There has to be at least one major death. So don't think Conky will die. How they will get Gyo if he dies. Don't think Conky will die. How would they get Gyo if he dies? Shin would probably take him down. Like I said, remember the confrontation that we had with Shin and Gyo-un? At this point, like, Gyo-un is made to go up for Shin. Made to go up to Shin. Gyo-un's not going to face any other individual. Like, you know? So I want to continuously see the battle between Shin and Gyo-un keep on going about. And besides, Conky is on a whole different side of the, you know, battlefield. So there's still more to be shown with Conky, and most likely Conky is not gonna, you know, switch positions and go after Gyo-un. You know, if anything, we're gonna have to hear more from Osen on what his plans are for that. So, but until then, we have no idea. But it's most likely Shin and Gyo-un at this point. And I can see Shin taking down Gyo-un, but it's definitely going to be some time. I mean, even the first day of them fighting was a challenge in and of itself, you know, but Shin still holds his own. And as we know from Shin, every day he fights, the stronger he becomes, because he learns about his opponent's fighting style, you know, and is able to keep up with them. So, yeah. And I think he was even able to lead a scratch on Gyo-un, if I'm correct. So, don't think, no, hold on. Would Hoken show up for this war? I don't know, to be honest with you. We haven't seen Hoken at all. I don't know. Hoken's like a vagabond, you know? So I don't know. It would be cool to see Hoken. That would be amazing. But I don't know. Like, Hoken showing up in this, like, while it would be amazing, I don't know. I don't know. I can't see it. I can't see it. It would be really cool, though. It would be really cool. That's all I can really say. Osen does not fight, so he will never die, I think. Well, yeah, in this war, Osen, I mean, Osen fights, but he has a different way of fighting, and it's mainly based on strategizing, retreating, you know, kind of like he likes to take things slow from his opponent, you know, kind of manipulate them in a way and then corner them. That's kind of like Osen's fighting style. And we actually have seen Osen use that kind of strategy within this arc too, if you really think about it. But I mean, we haven't seen Osen like fight. Yeah, we haven't seen Osen fight, but will he never die? I mean, we don't know. We don't know, because like I said, there's also the possibility that Riboku could, you know, lead an assassination attempt, you know, to get Osen, you know, because he's hanging out at his own HQ, you know, strategizing the whole war to begin with. But the thing is how exactly Riboku would be able to get to Osen-sama. He would have to send out scouts and every other unit that he has to, you know, go around the Shukai Plains or to find out wherever his location is, you know? So, honestly, I don't really think Osen will die in this war to begin with, so, but it would be interesting to see if Riboku does come up with that plan at the end, you know? But, yeah, I think that's really about it. I'm not sure. There's not a translation at the end of this chapter, so I really don't know if, like, it's saying that, you know, Kingdom will, you know, take a break or Kingdom will continue on. So I'm assuming that Kingdom is going to continue on in next week's chapter. So, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much done here. I think this was a good overall discussion, about 40 minutes into the stream. You know, we came up with a lot of possibilities about what could possibly happen. And honestly, this was a good chapter to begin with. This is what I wanted to see. This is what I wanted to see from Kingdom. So I'm glad we finally got this. Now comes up the question, will someone later on, someone major that we know, die in this arc relatively soon? 2, will we shift perspectives over on Konki? Because we haven't seen much from Konki. And 3, this chapter also gave us, you know, a reveal that basically when it comes down to Chin storages for food supplies, it's not really looking the best. And they only have 10 days to end this war. So either Chin gives it their all to fight off Zhao and win this war within those 10 days before they start to cripple down, or either Zhao, because of the fact that they have the advantage when it comes down to their food supplies, even if they are losing at this given moment in time when it comes down to some of their strategies on what, you know, missions they had for that given day, even if those have failed, eventually Chin will cripple down if they don't have enough food, and that just brings a big advantage to Zhao to eventually wipe out everyone. So we'll see what happens, you know. I wonder what Osen asked Shohei-kun before the army left. I want to know about that too. But, I mean, we're just going to have to wait until the next coming chapters. I'm assuming if we don't get focus on Konki in next week's chapter, we will probably shift perspectives over on Osen and how exactly he wants to go about the next day of battle. So we're probably going to see maybe even Osen in next week's chapter, but we'll see what comes in for that. So we'll see. But yeah, guys, thank you all for watching. I'm going to end it here. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, what you guys thought about this chapter of Kingdom. Once this video is done processing, however, because sometimes the video takes a little bit to process when it comes down to these live streams. So when the video is officially uploaded, come back to this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know your speculations, predictions, whatever, you know, just your overall thoughts on the chapter and what could possibly lead into the next chapter. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and hit that red subscribe button down below if you're new to the channel. And with that said, everyone, thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.